Most people don't even know what it feels like to try their best. They think they've given everything. But deep down, they know they've still got fuel in the tank. They know they quit early. They know they coasted when they should have sprinted. They know they gave 70%, called it 100, and then lied to themselves that it was enough. That's why they fail. Not because the world is unfair. Not because success is impossible. Not because someone else has more talent. They fail because they never actually tried their best. Here's the truth. The world is not against you. The world is giving. It rewards the man who goes all in. It rewards the man who burns the ships, who leaves nothing in reserve, who tries like his life depends on it. If you truly give your best, your very best, this world will hand you anything you want. But most men will never know that. Because most men never go there. They never touch that edge. They never bleed for it. They never squeezed every drop out of themselves until there's nothing left. Instead, they settle. They tell themselves, I tried. They say, it just wasn't meant to be. But you know that's a lie. They had more to give. They just chose not to. And this is why society is weak. This is why competition is soft. Because in today's world, half effort looks like hard work. Laziness looks like discipline. Mediocrity gets praised as excellence. But you're not here for that. You're not here to live as average. You're not here to pat yourself on the back for 50% effort. You're here because deep down, you know the truth. If you give your best, your true best, you can have anything you want. Think about it. Every champion, every warrior, every man who built a legacy, they weren't the smartest, the most talented, or the luckiest. They were the ones who went further than everyone else was willing to go. They gave more when others stopped. They tried harder when others gave up. Muhammad Ali said, I don't count my sit-ups. I only start counting when it starts hurting. That's when it really counts. That's trying your best. Kobe Bryant lived in the gym, taking thousands of shots long after practice ended, while everyone else was asleep. That's trying your best. Michael Phelps swam every single day for years. Christmas, birthdays, holidays, it didn't matter. That's trying your best. It's not glamorous. It's not fun. It's not comfortable. But it's what separates the great from the average. When you try your best, really try, you don't need excuses. You don't need to explain why you failed. Because failure doesn't survive under maximum effort. If you truly gave everything, results will come. It's only a matter of time. But here's the catch. Trying your best isn't about how you feel. It's not about motivation. It's not about waiting for the perfect day. It's about showing up every single day and squeezing yourself dry, whether you're tired, sore, angry, depressed, or uninspired. Discipline is doing what's required, regardless of emotion. That's what separates men who get everything they want from men who get nothing. Let's break it down into action steps. Step 1, redefine your best. Your best is not when you're comfortable. Your best is not when you stop at the first sign of struggle. Your best is when you've got nothing left, when your mind screams to quit, and you push anyway. Step 2, stop lying to yourself. Be brutally honest. Did you actually give everything? Or did you coast? Stop saying I tried when you know you had more to give. That honesty will sting, but it will also set you free. Step 3, live like your life depends on it. Because it does. Your future, your legacy, your dreams, they depend on whether or not you try your best today. Not tomorrow. Not someday. Today. Step 4, treat effort like oxygen. You don't breathe half-heartedly. You don't skip breaths when you're tired. Effort must be the same, relentless, constant, non-negotiable. Step 5, repeat until the world bends. Because it will. The universe has no choice but to reward the man who refuses to quit, who refuses to settle, who refuses to give less than his all. This is war. A war against weakness. A war against excuses. A war against the voice in your head that says, that's enough. Because that voice is a liar. When you go further than that voice, you discover something. You realize the limits you thought you had weren't real. You realize your tank is deeper than you imagined. You realize you're capable of things you never dreamed of. That's when you unlock your true self. That's when you become dangerous. That's when you can walk into any arena, business, fitness, relationships, life, and know that you cannot be outworked. Because while everyone else is giving 70 and calling it 100, you're giving 100, then finding another 10 hidden inside. If you want it bad enough, the world will give it to you. But only if you've earned it. And earning it means trying harder than you thought possible. So ask yourself, have you really tried your best? Or have you been holding back? Because if you've been holding back, then don't complain. Don't whine. Don't cry about your situation. You're exactly where you deserve to be. But if you try your best, truly, relentlessly, consistently, then nothing, and I mean nothing, can stop you. Not your background. Not your environment. Not your failures. Not your enemies. Not even yourself. Because the man who gives everything, the man who burns out every ounce of energy, the man who goes all in, wins. Always. Stop living half-hearted. Stop coasting. Stop pretending. Start trying like your future depends on it, because it does. The battlefield is crowded with weak men pretending they tried. Stand apart. Be the wolf among the sheep. Be the fire in the storm. Be the man who doesn't make excuses, doesn't hold back, doesn't stop until he's emptied himself into the fight. If you do that, the world is yours. Everything you want, respect, wealth, strength, love, success, will be placed in your hands. Not because it was given freely, but because you earned it with blood, sweat, and relentless effort. So here's the challenge. Starting today, stop lying to yourself. Stop settling for half effort. Push yourself until there's nothing left. And when you think you're done, push again. If you do this, if you try your best, your real best, there is no dream too big, no mountain too high, no goal too far. The world will bend to your will. The doors will open. The opportunities will appear. Because the world cannot deny a man who gives everything he has. So choose. Keep living half-hearted, and keep getting half-hearted results. Or start living like your life depends on it, and watch the world give you everything you've ever wanted. And if you made it this far, I know you're not average. Drop the phrase all in, no excuses in the comments, so I know you're one of the rare few who refuses to lie to himself, who refuses to quit early, who refuses to give anything less than his best. Subscribe now, because this is the fire most men are too afraid to hear. This is the truth you need if you want to rise above the weak, soft, distracted world we live in. And remember, if you try your best, if you go all in, if you give everything you've got, there is nothing, absolutely nothing, you cannot have.